Hi, welcome to my book review of Appetite for America by Stephen Fred and the DVD of The Harvey Girls by Katrina Parks. Fred Harvey, an English-born immigrant who came to the US in the 19th century and started his journey as a visionary entrepreneur in successful creation and implementation of the Harvey system of the eating houses and the dining chain restaurants in the hospitality industry along the Santa Fe railroads. By the late 1800s, Fred Harvey established the band of the Harvey Girls, which created the opportunity for women to leave home, earn a living, and be independent. The Harvey Girl had transformed the roles and stereotype of women from traditional homemaker, housewives, and mothers into the civilized female workforce. From the marketing perspective, Fred Harvey's idea of dining car service with the finest cuisine along the dream track was way ahead of the others during that century. Fred and his son, Ford, had foreseen and anticipated many other business opportunities in their branding and brand extension strategies and implemented them into the Harvey system and business models. The innovative and strategic approaches had also opened up many opportunistic doors for the Harvey Company. They started growing businesses in the newspaper retailer, publishing and communication medias, toy stores, gift shops, drugstores, and others, which ultimately gave them more opportunity to capitalizing in bigger projects such as the Montezuma, Altivar, and the Indian Detour. However, some of the projects were not successful as the restaurant chains of the Harvey Company in history, but it never stopped this entrepreneur-minded Fred Harvey from continuing to develop and explore to bring to the American society. Fred Harvey's paramount of business model was very well maintained, as well as the legacy of the Harvey system until the 1960s, when the Harvey's restaurants were all eventually sold to the Harvey Johnson, the owner of the franchise business. Being a Harvey girl was an attractive career for young and unmarried women between the age of 18 to 30 to start working as a waitress in the Harvey's eating house. The introduction of the Harvey girls was more than a career in the Wild West, but a symbolic, characteristic, imaginary, and prestige of representation of the Harvey branding. Branding is defined as more than your logo. It's the entire experience your prospects and customers have with your company, product, or service. The ordinary concept of hiring female employees was an enhancement of the customer experience for the unbalanced tension between the male servers and the customers, which ultimately became the legendary phenomenon of the Harvey restaurants in the American West in the 19th century. The book was very inspiring, and the concept of the Harvey Girls was very fascinating and empowering the woman workforce. As mentioned in the post of Yugo Girls by Dr. G, Fred Harvey Company was the first chain hoteler, restaurateur, and newspaper retailer in the American history. But I never knew the Fred Harvey Company was in history before the Coca-Cola Company. But what happened to the Fred Harvey Company and what had prevented them from continue the success in business after the mid 1900s? What could have they done in taking them further down the road into the 21st century? I think one of the most important elements that they had underestimated was the potential worth and the value of the Fred Harvey Company in the world of competitive advantage. They had privately held the company and did not go on public for many years. The Fred Harvey was a total product, where total product is defined as an entity selling more than the product or service on sees at the surface, said Dr. G in the lecture of Issues in Product Marketing. By implementing the total product marketing strategy, Fred Harvey could have become the predominant theme park hotels and resort in the American history years before the Walt Disney in the 1920s. Instead, the company challenged the airline and transportation industry and faded away from their core products and services. Fred Harvey's evolutionary marketing strategies had made a great impact to the American appetite and changed the way of the lifestyles from the early 19th centuries to the mid 20th century. Thanks for watching.